Welcome to CompTIA Private Limited e-learning program of hardware networking. We are going to see about scanner technologies. So scanner is a input device. We have a lot of I/O devices, right? Input and output device. So whichever is giving the input to the computer, it will be called as an input device. So mouse, keyboard is example for input device. The scanner is giving the video input to the computer. So this is also a input device. So the function or the purpose of the scanner is it has to scan the image, whatever it is, the A4 image or photos or any other pictures, live objects, whatever it is, the scanner will be scanning the image and giving that input to the computer processor. That becomes the optical image in the sense of the image in the screen. So graphical images getting formed. So we can see how it is lively captured, and you will be getting a good quality output based on the standard of scanners. So the basic function is it is reading the graphical images from the source and converts into a digital signal and publishing it to the monitor screen. Okay, so scanner is an electronic device that scans the data. Um, whatever it is kept, like it can be a picture or it can be a number of lines, characters, whatever it is, it just take a scan. So scanners are used to give large volume of data as input to the computer. It's a device that translates hard copy to soft copy. So you have a file with hundreds of pages as a hard copy. Normally in government offices or in either major offices, whatever bills, the transactions they do on daily basis, they wanted to move it to the soft copy, systemized. So some of the places you have to do registration, signature, all those things, right? So it will be a form of hard copy where the transaction is happening. But once the transaction is completed, for documentation purpose, they will move all the documents into a soft copy. So daily basis, they'll do a scan and upload it to the server. So it translates the data on the sheet of paper to form that can be stored on a computer. So from the paper image, it becomes a digital image. Data can be either from a text or graphics, so it is not a problem. Whatever source I'm giving, it will just scan it. So normally, what is the specification of the scanner? So you have to think about scan speed, whether this scanner is doing at higher speed. Then resolution, what is the maximum resolution it's supported, right? So based on that, the quality of pictures will come good. So the output of the scanner will be good. And temperature, yeah, normal temperature. Operating humidity range, OS, what are the OS the scanner will support. And power supply, 15 watts, that is a normal power supply. And port required, earlier it was serial port, now it is being connected in the high speed USB port. Because of this USB connection, the scanning is happening faster and we are able to get the quality output also. So um, before understanding about scanner, so we need to understand some of the terms. So DPI, it is called as dots per inch. So you take an inch of size and put a grid on the 1 inch size. So 5 pixel. So dots per inch. So for creating a dot in an inch, whatever it is available, so it is called DPI, dots per inch, number of dots available in an inch. So I may have 640 by 480 or other than the higher resolutions, right? So you have 1024 range, more than that, right? So based on the graphic card support and the scanner support, the final image will come out with a good quality. Scanner see images and converts the printed text or pictures into electronic codes that can be understood by the computer. So it is seeing, in the sense it is scanning the image and sending it to the computer in a digital format. So for doing this activity, we need to install a software provided by the vendor. Say you have Epson scanner, install the Epson scanner software. HP scanner, install the HP scanner software. So normal default scanner software, sometimes it will work from the operating system side, but extra features will not work. So always we recommend to install product specific scanner software to work. The Epson or HP, they manufacture the hardware. Also, they produce the firmware and software for the particular hardware. So you can download or use a series and install the software. So that will give you more efficient way to manage the device, and a lot of settings will be there, which you can control using the software. So it is better to have a dedicated software for the particular scanner. So normal image is being converted into a digitized image. We call it as a bit depth. It is the ability of the scanner to capture the different colors. So there may be multiple colors available, right? But the basic is three. Still, how the scanner captures the colors that been termed as a depth of the scanner. So normally we have three colors: red, green, blue. With this three colors only, the entire combinations being formed. So software for scanner. Um, this scanner software is converting the API procedures into a primitive commands, right? From API to primitive command. There are common softwares available, but as I told you some time back, we need to have a dedicated software which is provided by the manufacturer that can be used. If you use HP scan software to the Epson scan, it will not work properly. So it is product specific, so you have to install only product specific software. OCR, optical character recognition. So it means that from the light you are going to read the content, the text, right? How it works, you'll have a bunch of lights available. The light will be flashing on the paper. From that you are going to read the content. So OCR software let you easily convert images such as digital photographs, scanned documents, printed books, etc. into text. So it will just take the content from the sheet what we are providing, and that will be printed as a text in the screen. So not the entire document, but it will take the contents only. So in case of the image processing organizations, right? So they call it as a BPO or KPO, whatever it is. So though they do the this kind of scanning, and they'll try to capture the text in written or available in the particular form. So that will be the additional input provided by the user. So they'll try to capture the text. So that is called the OCR, optical character recognition. Scanner operation. See how the scanner operates is it will have a stripe. It will have a strip where a bunch of LED lights are placed inside it, and when it moves, it will be flashing on the image wherever it is. So based on the reflections, the darkness, lightness, and everything, it will be captured as an image. So we call it as a charge coupled device, right? So the devices will be available, and it will be reflecting the lights. So based on the reflection, darker area, lighter area, so we'll gather the image available in the source. The width of the scanning element determines the finest resolution the scanner can detect with a single line. So normally the scanner width will be matching the A4 size. See, for the residential users or in the offices, mostly we'll be going for a A4 size or maximum A3 size, right? The bigger one. So not more than that. That is full scale, not even the A3. They'll go for a full scale size. So if it is more than that, then we'll have to go for a different product or a different purpose, right? So normally people are working on the documents section, right? So the department, multiple department, we use the paper as a A4 paper. So that is a standardized paper. For printers also we use only A4 paper. Very rare cases, the civil engineers, engineering drawing or mechanical CAD team, so they do a different type of drawing. So they may use A3 size or A2 size or even A1 size using a plotter. So those things are very specific and special. Whereas now we go for a major thing where everybody is using it, right? So it will be maximum A4 or otherwise a full scape, not A3, it's full scape, somewhat lengthier than A4. So the scanner will be made available for covering this particular full scape size. Within that, the as small as like stamp size photo you can scan, less than that also you can scan, or maximum full scape size bigger than the A4 size you can scan. So that is the option provided in the scanner. Um, Once the scanner has collected the data from each dot on the line, it advances the sensing element to read the next line. So the scanner light will be moving slowly and within that speed, right? Because now we have seen the properties, right? So speed of scanning. So how fast it is moving and how quick it is capturing the data, it all lies. You have seen the photocopier machine, right? So photocopier machine just scans the data and it gives the immediate printout. It is giving the hard copy to hard copy only, but taking a multiple copies. But in case of scanner, it takes the data and moves that as a digital image. Okay, that is only a difference between a photocopier machine and a scanner. In scanner, we are not taking any printout. If required, we can take, otherwise by default it is not available. So we go for only scanning and moving the data to some D drive or E drive. Scanner types. Fundamental design difference between scanner is how the scanning sensor moves in relation to the image that is being scanned. So normally we have scanners which will be used in all the offices or premises is a flatbed. The scanner will be available as a flat bed structure. So we'll be using that for keeping the books or papers and do the scanning. Maximum scanners or all the scanners requires mechanical sweep. So we need to cover the object by moving the sensors, right? Then only we can capture the image. Otherwise we cannot. So basic thing is we'll have to do a mechanical sweep for taking the object. Okay, whether it is a A4 paper or a statue 3D image. So we have to make a movement and capture the image. So this can be achieved, right? So one is normally in A4 scanners, the object remains same, whereas the scanner operations uh, moves the paper or moves the light and doing the scanning of the object. Otherwise, the alternate ways, object will move, the light will stand still, rotate or move, so that the sensor will capture the image from the scanner. So with the video scanner not moving except an electron beam. So video scanner is a good example is camera. That is exception one because camera is prepared for taking the live images and all, right? So we will not move the camera, whereas the objects may move or it may stand still. We have drum scanner, so it means the shape says it is a drum type. So this will be used for bigger organizations and having larger requirement. So mostly this is used in the publishing industry where they publish the books. So they wanted to read the content of the old books and make it as a new book by printing the text. So instead of typing from the old book, what they do a OCR kind of method. So they may read the content and write it in a notepad or wordpad. So we can take multiple scanning and convert that as a digitalized data and take a bulk printout. So during this time, right? Um, so used in publishing industry where books are being published, color drum scanners use three matched photo multiplier tubes. So for you have three basic colors, right? So that will be using basic colors. High resolution, high quality, more expensive. Drum scanners are slow because of the operation and trying to build the quality of service. The operations is slow. Advantages: moderate price and compact in size. Depends on the organization to decide whether it is moderate or not. For some organization it may costly, some organization it may be cheaper. Depends on their overall budget and model. Disadvantage: only thin flexible objects can be scanned. Books can only any 3D solid objects cannot be scanned. So if it is paper, even I can keep hundreds of paper. So it will scan one by one. So I need not do any manual activity. It will scan and send the image. Whereas 3D objects or books, we cannot keep the books, right? That is not possible. Flatbed scanner, this is the one mostly used by all the organizations, IT people and non-IT people. They will be using this flatbed scanner. The design shows that it is very flat and having a bed in nature. So there we will be placing our A4 paper or whatever objects we wanted to scan. We'll place it there and we'll take the input from that. So this flatbed scanners will be having a glass over the circuitry. So inside the glass you can view how the head is moving or how the transaction is happening. All those things you can view, and objects will be kept over the glass only, papers and other stuff whichever you wanted to scan. So they allow bitonal, grayscale and color scanning. So multiple colors or grayscale or two color, three color scanning also. So resolutions, yeah, 600 dpi minimum, and they are providing, and higher also they have, depending on the model what we have now. They are often bundled with their scanning software, optical scanner recognition. Disadvantages: it relies on contact scanning and is thus unsuitable for rare and fragile material. So if it is 3D object kind of setup, we cannot use this. Okay, so we will not be able to use the flatbed scanner for 3D. Like we have to close the door, no, otherwise no, it will not come out properly. Properties of flatbed scanner: scanning size. So entry level flatbed, it can scan 8.5 to 11.7, mid level 12 to 14, high end is 14 to 24 inch of documents with the higher resolution. Speed 27 pages per minute. So if we keep A4 papers open, close and all, we can take maximum 27 pages. Color means 11 pages, because color means it will take more time. We have to scan all the image as it is, right? Additional features: flatbed scanners connect to your computer via universal serial bus. Forget about all other ports, whether it is a serial port or a parallel port, leave about it. The scanner or printer can be connected in the USB port of your system. That's it. Some flatbed scanners are even capable of interfacing with computer networks, so multiple computers and users can access the device. So we have a network scanner, like we are using the printer for taking printouts, right? Through network, multiple people are taking printouts, so they are not directly connecting the scanners, right? Printers, but they take printout by sharing, by taking the options from the print server. They print the jobs, and multiple users will be using same printer. Likewise, they also providing the scanner for network related. So you can also find out scanners in network. So through network you can scan the object. So attach you need not attach the scanner with the specific system for scanning. Earlier it was done like that. So one scanner, one system, they'll dedicate and give it. So anybody wants to scan, they'll come to this particular machine and scan the object and go. Whereas now we can directly connect it through network scanner. Sometimes we are also going for wireless scanning, right? Main advantages: the ability to scan poor quality of non-standard weight paper. So whatever the thickness of the paper, it's not a problem. We can just keep it over the flatbed and read it, right? By using ADF, automatic document feeder, we can scan both sides of an image. So if the scanner is like a printer size, so what we can do, we can insert the paper, so and it will have a reading option built on both the sides. So at a time we'll get uh, two sides of a paper read by the scanner. So it is low cost, user friendly. Disadvantages: scanner gets dusty real quickly, therefore scratching the glass. Cannot scan any 3D objects. Yeah, 3D objects cannot be scanned because it is highly projected, right? So we cannot scan the 3D objects. Sheet fed scanner. So you may have paper jobs like you have to keep it, and it can feed by automatically, or you can push it manually. So you have hundreds of or thousands of document that has to be scanned and sent to the specific user. So this sheet fed scanner will be very much helpful. So the main advantage is it can cover maximum number of sheets in an hour, and disadvantage is unable to deal with fragile or brittle items. So still here, the 3D objects or fragile items cannot be scanned. Handheld scanner, it is nothing but we call it as a gun also. We'll be scanning the objects. We'll be scanning the objects using the gun, and it will be storing some options will have memory card inbuilt, so they will store the data for some size. And you can connect the handle scanner to the system through Bluetooth or any other setup. So it will be able to extract the data from the handle scanner. Then you can again read the data. It will go to the computer automatically. Okay, so otherwise, no, you'll have to have a cable tied up with the handle scanner, and just insert it to the wireless connection or Bluetooth connection, or even wired connection also. Just scan the image, so it will be more faster. The example is barcode scanner. If at all you go to any supermarket, each bill counter has a small box kind of things, right? They show the price tag over that. Immediately the scanner reads the price tag, and we are getting the bill also. So otherwise, if I have to type each and everything, it will take more time. It will form a more queue, and people get stuck in buying small things in the shop. So we have to be more intelligent on that. Advantages: least expensive because it requires no precision mechanism. It is very compact and easy to carry. That's what I said. You can have it as a cable connected. So you'll store all the data in the local memory, like what we do in the local memory. You can store it, and then we can extract the data to the hard disk, whatever place you want it. Otherwise, one to one, right? As soon as it captures the data, it allows you to copy the data to the computer. So this is very quick in operation. So video scanner. So this is the best scanner for scanning the 3D objects and getting the high quality output. So it will help you to get a good quality of output from the system. So that is possible. Specialized scanners, we have business card scanner to just scan the business cards from the business partners. Photo scanners, we can do it in the flatbed scanner automatically, but for photo itself, they have provided a small scanners. Transparency scanners. So these scanners are used to scan the slide sheets, right? Whatever we used to present earlier. So they just scan the image, right? So these are all very expensive. So normally all people not buy the scanner. It'll be like that. Scan modes: line art, half toning, grayscale, true color. So these are the different modes you can find out in the application. And based on the option, you'll have a proper output, and as well as the clarity of the picture, right? So any picture, if I wanted to read from the particular image, if I choose the mode as line art, so it will be coming out like as if I have drawn it, right? So that is maybe used for people who are all practicing the drawing sessions. Line art, half toning, somewhat dull color, grayscale is black and white. Most of the objects are shown in gray color, and then true color, whatever it is there in the system, you're going to see it. So advantage of using a good scanner: so if the scanner has good quality, good hardware devices, then it is definitely going to help you to do a proper job and complete the activity faster. Okay, that is very important, right? So we'll have to quickly complete the scanning and activity and send it to the processor for further processing. Points to be remembered before choosing the scanner. What needs to be remembered? So if I want to buy the scanner, what I have to do? So remember the format. format option provided by the documents of the particular hardware. It may be different, so we should not take it back to the shop for replacing it. Resolution. So what is the resolution supported by the scanner, whether it is 300, 400, 600, we don't know. Compatibility. We have to ensure that the scanner and the software is both compatible. We need not worry about it because the scanner manufacturer is providing themselves as scanner software, so we need not worry about it. Capacity. So we'll have to see what kind of capacity we can support. Normally now we have the scanner to support the L3, I mean not L3, um, full scale paper size, so we can scan it. Speed, at what speed it can connect? 7 pages we said. Color pages means it will be 3, I believe. So how many pages we can scan in a minute? Duplex scanning, this is very rare, only used in the corporate connections or business related systems. So it will be a dual scanning. Once you insert it, it will print both the sides, different copies, not the same copy. So duplex scanning. So these are the general troubleshooting. Now we are getting into troubleshooting, like if anything happens to the scanner, what we need to do. Scanner is not working. So generally we are getting the error message that the scanner is not working. Simple. So no other solutions provided, no other methods are provided. So scanner is not working. So what need to be done if you are getting the message from your colleague or some other friends, right? They wanted to troubleshoot by them by their own. So as a person, what you have to do, scanner is not working means, so verify that the scanner works by scanning in another application. So whether only this is based on the application size, no. But anyway, you have to check whether it is doing it properly or not. Install the latest scanner driver. You can get it from the manufacturers. Restart your computer with startup item disabled. So in order to save memory, they are asking to do like this. Specify the image size in the preview panel of the scanner software. So in the scanning option, there will be options available: preview and scan. So it means preview means before you go for completing, you can just see how the image is going to look like. So that is called preview. And then once the preview is good, then you can go for scanning the correct image or scanning the same image with the perfect closure. Rescan the image using the different color mode. Specify the image size in preview panel of the scanner software. Scan the image into another application as a TIFF image and then convert it to the file to a PDF file. So these things will help you to do a basic troubleshooting in the computer, and just to find out whether any problem in the scanner or not. Okay. So correcting page size when scanning, we have the option, right? So when the scanning imaging is done, so before we go for freezing the image, so we can go for correcting the page size. That is possible. Negative image while scanning. Some people wanted negative image during that. So just see whether your setting is changed to some negative option. Okay, so otherwise also we can scan the negatives and take the printouts also. Error scanner driver not found or invalid. So you know the scanner software is installed, maybe by yourself or by somebody installed it. But we are seeing here at scanner driver not found or invalid. So it means you have installed the latest driver, the firmware, and find out whether the issue is getting resolved. Physical connection is very important, whether the connection between the printer and the computer is it's live and we are doing good. So sometimes no inside that thing they'll disconnect the cable or connect the cable improperly, so because of which you are getting the loose connection and the connection is getting dropped. So verify if the scanner works with any other application. Restart the system with startup items disabled. Why we are repeatedly saying startup item disabled? So if at all you allow maximum users to use this one, so you will not have objects to scan and complete it, right? So we'll have to see whether the system is picking up the right driver after restarting the system. And it is free, right? If you disable the startup items, definitely the memory will be free. and we can deploy additional applications into the memory. Could not to the scanner, check if the device is connected physically. Windows can have both Twin and WAN drivers installed. Verify the scanner works with any other application. So we can open it, right? To scan the objects, we can find out what applications we can use to open up. Verify the scanner works with any other application. Restart system with startup items disabled, same only. Install the latest scanner drivers and then restart the system. So could not connect to the scanner. So you are physically connected through USB port and using the USB cable, but not physically. In the sense, the software is not recognizing the connection between the scanner and the computer, right? So the physical wire connects both USB ports and the scanner, but it is not actually getting recognized. Maybe the cable is having a loose connection, or in the USB port there is an option available with the latest speed, old speed. Sometimes the scanner works only with the latest speed, so that it captures more amount of data from the system. Okay, so those are all the things you have to see. So general abbreviations we have that is being captured here, so we can use it for any interview purpose. See, another general information I wanted to convey here. So normally what happens is, you are we have seen a lot of scanners over here, but now very less people are buying the scanners separately, because everybody buying the printer, they wanted to buy a MFP printer, okay, multifunction printer. It means that it'll have printer and scanner and fax also if it is so. So otherwise, generally you will have both printer and scanner combined, maybe two services combined. So when you are buying a printer, you'll also buy the scanner. So the software will be common, so you can install it. Printer software and scanner software you can install and make use of it. It will be um, uh, like once after installation, you connect the scanner, it will be working like a plug and play device. Okay, it will automatically recognize, and you can go for scanning the applications. Okay, so with this, we are coming to the end of the topic. Um, Thank you very much.